Alright, now the next thing we need to do will be to go ahead and design the address panels, which is what we see here. So the first is going to be for the home address, and the second is going to be for our work address. So to do that, I'm going to go ahead and fold this up, and I'm going to add a size box, and the height is going to be 22. Alright, it seems there is not much space in our container, so I might need to increase the height a little bit. So I'm going to change the height to 300. So now we can now have enough space to design our home and work address panels. So I'm going to have a row widget. So inside of the row widget, I'm going to have an icon first of all. So the icon is going to be a home icon. So I'm going to have icons.home, and the color is going to be from brand colors dot color dim text. Alright. Okay, so this is the home icon that we have, but this is not the home icon I wanted. So if we look at the completed project, you can see that the home icon is kind of outlined. So we want this kind of outline icons. So what I'm going to do will be to go to our pub.dev where we download our packages, and I'm going to search for outline icons. Alright, so outline material icons is the package I'm actually looking for. So I'm going to go ahead and install this into our application. So I'm going to open up our pubspec.yaml file and paste this package. So I'm going to click on pub.get. So this will go ahead and install the material outline icons for us. So whilst that is going on, to make use of this package, we just need to go ahead and copy this line of code, and we can now go back to our main page and we can drop this here. Okay, so this is one way to import the package. So instead of using icons.home here, I'm going to go ahead and say omicons.home. So this will go ahead and give us the outline type of icon, which is something like this. Okay, so for us to be able to test out these icons, we need to restart our app, because we just installed a new package. We need to kind of build it from code. In that way, everything will work appropriately. Okay, so successfully loaded our app again. So as you can see, we now have this beautiful outline icon. Now the next thing we need to do will be to add some space here. So we're gonna have a size box, and the weight is going to be 12. The next thing we need to do will be to have a column. So the column is going to contain two text widgets. So the first is going to read add home. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and add some style to our text widget. So here the font size is going to be 11, and the color is going to be dim text. Alright, now the next thing I'm going to do will be to set the cross axis alignment for this particular column. So we're going to set it to start. Okay, so after that I'm going to go ahead and add some size box. The height is going to be say 10, and I'm going to go ahead and copy this, the former row, and paste this here. Now I'm going to go ahead and change the content. So we don't want this to be home, we don't want this to be work, because we are trying to save our work address. And I'm going to change the content of the text widget. So this is going to be add work, and this is going to be your office address. Alright, so I'm going to change this to work outline. Now the next thing we need to do will be to add a divider line between the add home and the add work. So to be able to do this, I'm going to create a widget. I'm going to call this widget brand divider, right? The reason for this is because we are going to be reusing the divider in different places within our application. Remember what we said earlier at the beginning, that developers hate repetition. I hate it, and I'm certain you hate it too. So that's why we have to kind of make a custom divider that we can be able to reuse throughout our application. So we'll have our brand divider. So the first thing will be to import material.dart, and I'm going to create a new stateless widget. I'm going to call it brand divider. So this is going to return a divider, and the height of the divider is going to be 1.0. I'm going to use a static color for this. So I'm going to have OXFF E2 E2 E2, and the thickness of this divider is going to be 1.0 as well. Alright, now let's go ahead and make use of this divider. So I'm going to go back to our main page. So I'm going to have our brand divider here, and I'm going to add another size box, and bam. So now that we successfully designed our site destination panel, the next thing we need to do will be to go ahead and pad our map properly. The reason for that is because Google doesn't allow you to cover their logo with anything that you have within your application. So we need their logo to show, and as well as other tools that we have within our map. So that's exactly what we are going to be doing in our next class. So as soon as you're ready, head over to the next lesson so that we can get started.